sure to check out Ageless Geeks for your figures and collectibles. So what is going on, my fellow collectors? How is everybody doing today? Daredevil19 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Mafex Medicom toy, Chapter 2, John Wick. So let's get into it right away and take a quick look at the box. So we do, of course, get the basic looking style box when it comes to Mafex. So we do get the window right there on the front of the box. On the bottom, we do get a close-up image of the figure. So it's John Wick Chapter 2, John Wick Chapter 2 action figure, Mafex number 85, and Medicom toy. And then here is the bottom of the box with the barcode and blah, still nobody cares about. Then here is the top of the box. And then the one side here, with an image of the figure there. Then the other side of the box does have another image of Mr. Wick. And the back of it does show a bunch of cool poses you can get the figure into, along with most of the accessories, including his dog. But anyway, that is the packaging. Let's get this figure open to take a closer look at the Boogeyman and his dog that he had to replace since they killed his dog in the first one, which was really messed up. I mean, who the hell would kill a dog? Alrighty, to get a closer detailed look, and Mafex did a much better job with this John Wick. Like, the body was fine with the last one. The face sculpts weren't as good, but the face sculpts on this Chapter 2 John Wick are just outstanding. They look much more like Keanu Reeves. You don't see, like, those little dots all throughout the faces either, so definitely big plus to Mafex for pretty much fixing this figure in a couple of months. As you can see, the face does look like Keanu Reeves, so very nice job with that. The beard looks great. It is sculpted on there and everything, and the paint's nice and clean on it as well. The eyes are both painted looking in the same direction, and the skin tone, I feel, looks much better as well. And the hair is more of like a glossier black this time compared to the original. Let me show you really quickly what I'm talking about. See, it's not as shiny on the first one, and the faces just look much better. Even though the faces on this one isn't that bad though. But we get some nice sculpt all throughout the hair as well, as you can see there. And then for the torso here, he is pretty much wearing the same exact suit, just this one he has a white dress shirt on this time instead of a black one. But the dress jacket looks nice. We get like the pocket on the top and on the bottoms right there, sculpted on there. Some sculpted wrinkles all throughout it, which turned out really nice. The crease on the back and the sides as well. We get some nice sculpted wrinkles throughout the sleeve, and I like how you can see the dress shirt underneath there. And all the buttons around the wrist, that looks pretty cool. And then the tie looks great, and then the white dress shirt looks pretty good underneath as well with the sculpted wrinkles all throughout it. The collar looks great and everything, so very nice job on the torso. And then the belt turned out really good too. Actually looks like a miniature belt there. And then the pants, we do get some nice sculpted wrinkles all throughout it, along with the crease in the front right there. And then the back here, they added the sculpted wrinkles on the back of the knee joints along with the crease as well. So a really nice job throughout the pants, especially the lower portion. I like the sculpted wrinkles around the lower leg and like the ankles and stuff. I think that looks pretty cool. And then we do get his assassin dress shoes, and those turned out really nice too. Very nice sculpt work on them, on the laces and everything like that. And then the bottom of them, not much going on at all, but overall, I think Mafex definitely did step it up compared to their first movie John Wick figure. And if I had to choose out of this one or the first one, I would definitely go with Chapter 2 John Wick. But can't be any more happy with how the detail turned out, so let's continue on. Moving on to the accessories, we pretty much get the same type of stuff we got with Mafex's first John Wick. We just get an extra accessory or two with this Chapter 2 one. So what we do get first and foremost, we do get the Mafex stand. So we do have the base, the arm, and the clamp there. And this one is the wider clamp, and it does have the basic Mafex articulation for a stand. So we do get that, and then we do get two interchangeable heads. And starting on the left, we do get the basic stern looking face, and he's not like battle damaged or anything. And as I mentioned, the face sculpts were definitely updated and look a lot more like Keanu Reeves. And if you look at it closely, you don't see like all those little dots like how you usually do with Mafex's like human or actor type characters, but they did a great job with the basic stern face on the left. And we do get my favorite, which is another basic stern face. The hair is a little more messy and he is battle damaged, and I always love when a figure company includes battle damaged faces or head sculpts with their figures. And like I said, that one's definitely my favorite out of the two, and it looks like his eyes are looking off to the left just very slightly, because they're both not looking straight ahead, which is pretty cool actually. It's not like really noticeable, so that's why I do like it. Most of the time I don't really like when they have characters looking off to the left or to the right with the head sculpts, but they did do a very nice job with the battle damaged one. They did with both alternate heads and it's very easy to swap them. I'll show you how to do that right now quickly. And swapping the heads is basic when it comes to Mafex, and it's the same way you swap the heads with Mafex's first John Wick figure. So all you do is just pull up on the head, it pops right off, take the battle damage one, push down on the joint, and then there you go, as simple as that. And say you wanted to use these heads on the first John Wick or vice versa, you could do that as well. And I don't have the issue with the peg hole on the alternate head being too loose of a fit, so it doesn't pop off easily like how I had that issue with the first Mafex John Wick. But we do get the two interchangeable head sculpts, and then we also get his dog, and then we do get 4 different types of guns. So we do get his Pitbull, I believe here, his dog that he had in the second one, and they did a nice job with it. The sculpt and the paint, I think, turned out really good on the dog here. And nothing is articulated besides the head. I believe it's on a ball peg because you can move it all around and swivel it. He has his collar on there and everything, and the eyes are both painted looking in the same direction. So really great job on the dog here, and he does stand up perfectly fine. And the way they either painted it or sculpted it, it does look like fur is on the dog there. It doesn't just look like it's painted, you know what I mean? So nice job with John Wick's dog. So we do get that, and then we do get a bit of his arsenal. So we do get a shotgun here, which turned out really nice. The trigger finger hand is a little too wide for the grip though, so he kind of holds it with a loose fit, but I like how you can see a shell clipped on right there. But, I mean, it turned out really nice. We do get a little bit of like a gunmetal gray mixed with a black in there, and it looks good. So, nice job on the shotgun there. So we do get that, and then we do get my favorite, which is the machine gun. And I really love the way this turned out. I love how we have the extra magazine clipped onto the magazine that's already locked and loaded into the gun right there. And then we do get a real cloth strap, just like with the other guns with the first John Wick, and the sculpt and paint turned out really nice. We do get that gunmetal gray mixed with the black as well, and the sculpt of it just looks great, man. So really nice job on the machine gun. Then we do get 2 handguns here. So we do get the larger one, which has the gunmetal gray and black once again, so a very nice sculpt and paint on that. And I like the sculpted texture to the handle on the gun, like on the black part there. And then we do get the smaller handgun here, which also has the gunmetal gray and black as well, and the cool sculpted texture to the handle. And he grips onto these 2 guns and the machine gun perfectly fine. Just the shotgun, the grip is a little too small for the trigger finger hand, so we do get all that cool stuff. And then we finally get 8 alternate hands. And starting on the top right here, we do get a pair of fists, of course, and then we do get a pair of open resting hands, and these are the hands that do come on the figure out of the packaging. And then on the bottom, we do get a right trigger finger hand, a left gripping hand, which is meant for him to grip onto the other end of the machine gun. Then we do get the famous pencil in a right gripping fist type looking hand, and then we do get another left gripping hand, but this is meant for him to grip onto the pump on the shotgun. And we do get some very nice sculpt and paint throughout all 8 hands. You can see his wedding band on the left hands as well, and the hands are pretty simple to swap out. It's not like it's a too tight of a fit for the wrist pegs, so that is definitely a plus. But anyway, that is all the accessories included with the Boogeyman. Let's keep moving on with the rest of the review, shall we? Now for the height of Mr. Wick. To the very top of his head, it looks like he's around 6 inches and 1/4 of an inch tall. And then here he is compared to the Mafex, the Dark Knight, Harvey Dent, Two-Face, the first movie John Wick, the comic version Deadpool, and the Justice League Aquaman. And as you can see, he is the same height as the first John Wick figure. And there he is compared to the Mezco 112 Silver Knight Batman, the Mezco 112 Vigilante Suit Daredevil, the SH Figure Arts Suicide Squad Deadshot, and the Mafex Interrogation Scene / 2.0 Joker. And then here he is compared to the Storm Collectible Smoke, the SH Figure Arts Sage Mode Naruto, the Mafex Justice League Batman, and the Figma Black Swordsman Guts. And then here he is compared to the SH Figure Arts Awakened Warrior Super Saiyan Goku and the Mezco 112 Deadpool. Anyway, there's some quick comparisons. Let's keep moving on with the rest of the review. So now for the articulation, and we do get some very nice movement with this John Wick. We get the same articulation we got with their first John Wick. So we do have 2 joints at the neck here. The upper neck joint will get hindered a little bit because of his hair, but if you tuck it under the dress coat, whoops, it popped off there, you can get him to look up just a tiny bit, but really not much at all. And with the upper neck joint, he looks down about that much, which isn't too bad. You do just get a little bit of pivot at the upper neck, and then it does swivel as well. The lower neck here does go forward and back a tiny bit, so with both joints you can get them to look down about that much, and both joints looks up about that much. You do get a little bit of pivot at the lower neck, and then it does swivel as well, so we just get some okay movement at both those neck joints. Then we do get a point of articulation at the torso around the abdomen, and then at the waist there. In the torso joint, John Wick crunches forward about that much, and then he does go back a pretty good amount with that joint. And then you do get really nice pivot at the torso, as you can see there, and then it does swivel as well. And you have to be careful with the waist and the tie, even the dress coat, because black will rub off on the white shirt there, and you will see black marks all throughout the white shirt, so be careful when you articulate the figure here. Now for the waist joint, it goes forward and back a really good amount, so combining both joints, he crunches forward that much, and both joints goes back about that much. And then you do get nice pivot at the waist, and then it does swivel as well. And then for the arms here, we do have a very nice circular motion at the shoulder, point of articulation I do like very much. And then the arms do go out to the sides a lot more than 90 degrees, so that is definitely awesome. They do go up and down. We don't have true bicep swivel, which does kind of suck, so you will have to use it at the shoulder joint. We do have double jointed elbows that do bend in all the way. Then we do have a ball hinge on the wrist, so it does swivel and hinges back and forth. Now for the legs here, sometimes they pop off the joints. You just have to pop it right back on, so just be cautious of that. They do drop down a tiny bit, so John Wick can kick forward about 90 degrees. On the crotch piece is a soft rubbery type plastic. It will hinder some of the leg articulation, but not as much. And then they do go back about 45 degrees. Then let's see if Mr. Wick can Jean-Claude Van Damme it here. And I don't think he can, but it's just shy of 90 degrees. So pretty good leg movement with this Chapter 2 John Wick. Then we do get the hip swivel. See what I mean? If you swivel it too much, it's going to pop off the joint there. You don't get that much swivel at the hip there. We do have single jointed knees that bend back a little more than 90 degrees. And for the ankles here, they do swivel. They hinge up really well, hinge down even better, and then you do get a very nice ankle pivot with this John Wick, and then you get a crazy toe hinge where you can break his toes. So overall, like I said, he has the same movement as their first John Wick, and for a figure being in a suit, I think they worked in the articulation pretty damn good, so you'll be able to get him in some great Hitman-like poses, and I'm about to show you some of them right about now. But anyway, that is my review of the Mafex Chapter 2 John Wick. Hope you enjoyed it. If I had to rate this figure between a 1 through 10, I'd have to give it a perfecto 10. If you would like to know the price and where to buy this figure, I did have mine imported from Japan from Ami, but I know my buddy from Agelessgeeks did just get this in stock, so you can check at agelessgeeks.com. If you can't find it on there, I do highly recommend going through their Instagram or Facebook page. I will put more information in the description below. And if you would like to support the channel, don't forget to subscribe and click on that notification bell. And if you liked it, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, oh well, I guess you didn't like it. But thanks for watching. I will see you later. Bottom, we do get a close-up image of Mr. Wick as John Wick. So we do, of course, get the base. And you do also get Mafex's contact information, which I suggest you keep. I hope I don't jinx myself like how I did with Iron Spider. We got with the first John Wick figure, so we do So we doodly. Damn it. We got with their first John Wick figure, so we damn it, I did it again. God damn ye, Captain. Batman, the Mezco vigilante suit. Blah, blah, blah. So what we do get first and foremost, we do get the Mezco, or the, damn it, said Mezco, damn you. We pretty much get the same type of blah, blah, blah. A pair of open resting type hands, and these, blah, 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 blah. And then you do, whoops, I ripped it off the joint there. My joint popped off the leg a couple times, you just have to pop it. God damn you, John Wick's leg. Damn you to hell.